We're going to simplify this complex rational expression using the method in which we find the LCD of the numerator and the LCD of the denominator separately. First of all, looking at the numerator, we have just one denominator, which is x, and therefore the LCD of the numerator is x. Then looking at the denominator, we have just one denominator, which is x plus 4. And so the LCD of our denominator is going to be just this one factor, x plus 4. We're going to first deal with the numerator and denominator separately. I'll draw a large bar here. Our first term is 1. I'm going to write that as 1 over 1. Since the LCD of my numerator is x, I want to modify this to have an LCD or to have a denominator of x. So I can see that I need to multiply it by x over x to get that denominator that I want. And my second term, 5 over x, already has a denominator of x, so it doesn't need to be modified at all. I will leave that one alone. Going on now to the denominator, my first term again is 1 over 1. In this case, I want it to have a denominator of x plus 4, because that is the LCD of my denominator. So I'm going to multiply this by x plus 4 over x plus 4. My second term, 1 over x plus 4, already has the LCD as its denominator, so it does not need to be modified at all. So what I'll do in the next step is go ahead and combine this term with this term, since they now have a common denominator of x. That is going to be 1 times x plus 5. Those are not like terms, so all I can do is write that as x plus 5 in the numerator and combine them over that common denominator of x. In the denominator, I'll do the same. Multiplication by 1 here doesn't really have any effect at all, so we can essentially ignore that, and we have x plus 4 plus 1. When we combine those, I'm going to just write it all out in a line for now as x plus 4 plus 1, and this is all over x plus 4. Of course, we recognize that x plus 4 plus 1 does have two like terms that can be combined, so as I rewrite this, it's going to become x plus 5 over x plus 4. So rewriting this whole expression now, x plus 5 over x plus 5 over x plus 4. I now have a quotient of two rational expressions, so I'm ready to go ahead and change this division into a multiplication, while in the same step I flip over the rational expression that we are dividing by. Both of those need to happen in the same step, so that this now becomes x plus 5 over x times x plus 4 over x plus 5. And each of these binomials really is a factor itself. I'll put parentheses around these so that I remember I can only cancel the whole binomial with something. I cannot cancel a part of it. You never cancel from added terms. And I see that I do have two common factors, the factors x plus 5 and the x plus 4 and the x have no common factors, so they comprise my final answer, x plus 4 over x.